Hi everybody, how's it going? Hope you all are doing well. Happy Sunday. Happy almost end of the weekend. It went really quick for me because I had so much going on this weekend. But it all went well. I had the WMGSO concert yesterday, which it had some kerfluffles before stream started that we were able to resolve in time, and the stream itself went incredibly well. It was super good. I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy how it turned out. The entire team, we had like 11 people on the stream team this time. It's kind of wild. The audio quality was magnificent. The video quality was really good. We had great camera people. The future YouTube videos are going to be amazing because we also had 3 more camera people manning 4 more cameras that you didn't see because they were only for recording footage and not for streaming. So we have a lot more footage that we're going to be able to cut away to in the eventual YouTube videos that we'll probably put out later this year, I imagine. We just put out our fall 2024 videos over the last 2 weeks leading up to this concert, so probably a 6-month turnaround time, but those are going to look super good when we eventually get to them. But the stream yesterday was really fantastic. Really happy with it. Really happy how the orchestra sounded. Not just the audio quality of the stream, but the orchestra did an incredible job. That 4-piece, that 4-movement Chrono Trigger suite was amazing. And Jared playing on Guardian Millennial Fair right before that was also fantastic. And let's not forget the first half of the concert, which was equally amazing. Just great job from everybody all the way around. And so I'm very happy, even though I'm tremendously tired and I can't get any more sleep because I have this stream and another stream right after it. So busy weekend, which is kind of rare for me. Normally I prefer my weekends to be just like nothingness so I can just be a vegetable at home, but it's fine. We'll get this out of the way, we'll get a work week out of the way, and then I'll have time to rest next week. For now, I'm gonna cut right over to Xenoblade. Okay, I am getting game audio. I always start this in menus, and so I forget that it's like low volume on purpose. That will change in a bit. We're gonna start chapter 13, which I'm very excited about because this is finally brand new content. There's technically been new content that I've done before now off stream. 2 of the characters that I unlocked were brand new, added for the DLC, or not the DLC, for the Definitive Edition. And there's a 3rd character that they added for Definitive Edition that I can't unlock until after chapter 13, but this is like the first story related stuff that is brand new. So I'm very hyped for it. I specifically came in here though and equipped my previous skill because off stream over the last week I finished building my super skill. This is the thing that can technically one-shot like the hardest super boss in the game. It cannot do that yet because that boss is level 99 and my character level is like 83 at this point. So all the extra ranged accuracy that this thing has and the ether up and the first attack damage up, which is like 12x or something like that. This skull is pretty busted, but none of that stuff can make up for the massive accuracy deficit I get from being 15 levels below that boss. So it's a great skill. Can't beat the super boss in one hit yet. That will come eventually. But this skill is super overpowered for any skill related stuff that I'm going to be doing in story chapters. So I figured I would switch back to my old goodness for now, which I recolored to look more like Samus's gunship, because obviously if I'm playing as Samus, this needs to look like something out of Metroid. So I changed the colors for both this and for the super skill I made. Hi Mystery, how's it going? It's good to see you. I did enjoy lurking on the stream while you were doing your dailies. I didn't talk much at all, but hey Nalani, good to see you too. Thank you again for modding for the concert stream yesterday. You and Charlotte took a lot of stuff off our hands. Oh yeah, no worries about that at all. That was totally fine. All right, so we're gonna get right into chapter 13, and I'm just like super excited. So I mostly super excited except for Vandam's new voice, which it's difficult. We've been flying in the city the whole time. I don't really need like a reminder of what the city looks like, but okay. Maybe the devs needed this, because this is like the first time they've done anything with this game in 10 years. Oh. What? Okay, that is not good. It's especially not good for anybody who played Xenoblade 3. Now I'm wondering if they actually are going to tie this game finally back into the rest of the franchise. Is that the same thing? Oh, that's a lot of them.
Disappeared? What do you mean? We got reports of an unexplained phenomenon. Dematerialization events all across Mira. What do we know about it? Whatever it is, it happened in several places at the exact same moment. It created expanding spheres that swallow anything they touch. Any matter caught in the radius, gone without a trace. Not even in the EM spectrum. Gone like cow piss in a rainstorm.
That doesn't sound like a natural occurrence.
For the time being, the effects are localized and the expansion has been limited. But if this keeps up, it's only a matter of time until it reaches NLA as well.
You're saying NLA is in danger?
That's horrifying! Tatsu, prepare to evacuate!
And go where exactly? This is happening everywhere. Not like anywhere else is safer.
If it swallows everything, then no point putting up defenses, I guess.
It would be like spitting a hurricane in the eye.
First off, we'll need to gather concrete data. Let's find a place we can observe the phenomenon.
Good plan. Be extremely careful. There's no way to predict what might happen.
Sure. Though in all honesty, that's been pretty much par for the course since we set foot upon this planet.
That's accurate.
And this is precisely what we admire about humans. This attitude of all's well that ends with a bang.
I'd rather avoid any more bangs. The Lifehold Core investigation pales in importance to this.
Both are crucial matters, of course. But even if analysis of the Lifehold determines we're in no immediate danger, that won't mean much if all of Mira dematerializes from under our feet.
Let's keep this under wraps. Better that the troops stick to the investigation.
Yes, seems wise.
No use causing widespread panic.
Elma?
I've got a hunch, Lynn. Everything that's going on, it can't just be coincidence. I can't shake the feeling. It's all connected.
Well, they definitely started chapter 13 just full on, just threw us right in the middle of everything. It's also nice that the entire cast came back except for Vandam, which I'm sure is specifically why they had everybody say something in that cutscene at least once, just to confirm that. Where are we going? All the way up to Oblivion. Okay. I'm actually gonna fly there. I haven't just flown in a while. Need a bit of a long trip, but oh wow, that thing is huge. Oh, you can see them all. Wow. That's the one in Primordia. Well, you can't see Sylvalum and Cauldros are like too far from here. Can't really see the one in Noctilum either. That's... Oh yeah, you can. Wow. Oh jeez. All right, well. Wait. What is... Is that the one we're going for? Oh, it is. This is the Primordia one, and then this one's all the way in. That thing is huge. I'm just, I'm not gonna say I'm worried, but I played Xenoblade 3. I know what those implied in that game. And it sure could be very, very bad in this one. Although it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to be happening in this game based on like what's happened with the story so far. There's no merging of dimensions going on in this game that I know of, so these things wouldn't be appearing for the same reason that they did in Xenoblade 3. So I'm not sure what's going on yet. That is not the one I was thinking of. That's just a bigger one out in the ocean off the map. That does look off the map, actually. Maybe we'll go to that one eventually. Oh wait, no, maybe that is the right one. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing in Oblivia, which makes sense. They wouldn't want to make any of the actual regions you can explore inaccessible. There's too much stuff to farm. But that just is the closest one to Oblivia, and we're coming out here to look at it, I see. Bit of a long trip. But one of the things I like about this game is just flying all over the map, since it loads in pretty seamlessly. Just the ability to go anywhere. I don't do it often enough, and it's nice.
Is that it?
It's just dark, inky black blackness.
Not even light can escape from within. This is no ordinary phenomenon. This is beyond understanding. It's a nightmare.
If it was anything at all like a black hole, we should be getting anomalous mass readings. But there's nothing.
No point guessing. Let's prioritize getting any blades here to safety.
Well, if that thing appeared out in the middle of the ocean, then I would hope nobody was nearby to get sucked up. But okay, there are some vehicles down here. Oh, there's a whole base down here. What? This is new.
Elma, look!
What?
Oh. Oh.
Ghosts.
But how? Why here?
Okay, yeah, the Ares 90 would just instantly kill probably all of these things. So. What in the...
Where'd they disappear?
There goes Tatsu. That's a smart decision, actually. Oh, nice. Always love copy time at the very first hit. Oh, did I do like no damage? Wow. This thing might be invincible, perhaps. Let me see if it's a ether-related thing. Ah, thing, and I just wasted all my ghost orb. Okay, wasted all my good attacks. Well, I'm not doing any damage to the orb. Oh, yes, I am. All right, well, now I have to wait. No, no, this one's back up. All right, let's see. Oh, that did like, still did no damage. No, multiple orbs here. At least my party's high enough level that they don't have to worry about like dying here. That's something. Oh, that works. Okay. Left, right. And then I guess center after that. Yeah, I'm doing damage now. That's good. Almost got it. All right, overkill. We'll just... It actually still went down really fast once I figured out what to do, though. Because even this scale is still kind of overpowered. Another one? Oh. Alright, well, now I know what to do, so that's something. Let's do left orb. And let's start with this. Wait, that didn't seem to... Which orb? Oh, it's literally glowing. Okay. I see. So this should hopefully do damage. Oh, cockpit time, nice. Okay, the downside about cockpit time is I need to be able to see what I'm doing, and I can't. Okay, oh, now it's just straight up open for me. Okay, I see. Let's do this. All right, who's next? How about you? And that's the right one. Very nice. Oh, love that. Okay, let's just... Okay, let's hit my shields. Where's the last one at? In the air? What are you doing up here? Okay. Oh, it's actually already weak. Sweet. This should one-shot it. Oh, not anywhere close. I guess they're not weak to physical. Either damage is better for them, so the Phoenix would have one-shot it if I had it up, but... It's okay, got him eventually. Just took some effort.
Uh-oh. There's so many of them.
And this is the final unlockable character, I think. Cannot unlock them until we met them, so... Wow, that's a...
That skill.
An Ares.
I guess advertising for the people that hadn't already built an Ares like I had. Look at how cool this thing you can spend a whole lot of time and money on is. Oh, that's a way cooler looking Ares than mine, actually.
No way. How's this possible?
Mm. Was that the Vita? Hmm. Mystery upon mystery. Okay. I like where they're going with this.
The Skell chasing that Ares just now.
The Vita.
Mm.
That's what I thought as well.
Let's report, or let's keep roll. Yeah, let's report back in.
You're right. This phenomenon, ghosts, the Vita, and that Ares. We're just one squad. We can't deal with all of that ourselves.
I don't know. Maybe if I took my Ares. Nonetheless. Oh, these poor people, though. That's somebody's player character. The base is still here. They're all gone. Dang. Alright, anyway, we need to go back to base. That's the wrong button. It is ZL to get out of your skull. ZR just jumps and flies.
An Ares?
I couldn't confirm who was piloting it, but that was an Ares, all right. The Prime, no less.
Lynn, give me your take.
Yes, sir. Judging by the speed, the maneuverability, it's hard to imagine what else it could be. I think we know the pilot.
So what? Are you telling me he's still alive?
I'm gonna inquire, because in case they've forgotten, I don't have any memories before I got woken up in chapter 1.
Alois Bernholt, pilot of the first Ares, and the hero who saved us all. On that note, I've got some news for you too. But you're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
The Vita you all saw. Unfortunately, it's the real deal.
Wasn't it locked up in the Lifehold core?
I looked into it. It should have been safe inside, but there wasn't so much as a fart. Either one of those phenomena's to blame, or God knows what.
We still have a mole?
The Vita, chunks of the world vanishing. I've had just about enough of this.
You forgot the ghosts, Commander.
Ghosts? These beings we know nothing about. Could someone please bring us up to velocity?
Sad to say, we don't know much ourselves. An alien civilization opposed to the Ganglion. Yeah, that about covers it.
They were certainly opposed, but it felt like the ghosts were mopping the floor with them, and it wasn't even close.
They sent the Ganglion to pack?
Yep, it was pretty one-sided.
Ultimately, it was the battle between the ghosts and the Ganglion that cost us our world. We were the biggest losers in that.
It's not quite that simple. The ghosts are an omen, harbingers of doom. Back then, when we watched the Ganglion and ghosts clash with one another, think, what happened? That day, Earth was destroyed. What's more, that wasn't the first event of its kind. My home, the planet I was born on, it met with the same fate.
Oh, dang.
Your planet?
Had no idea this was personal for her.
Mira disappearing, the ghost's arrival, even the Ares. The dots all join up. It's connected.
Elma?
It's fine. The time has come for you all to hear the truth of how I lost my home twice over. The planet of my birth lay in a vastly distant corner of the universe and evolved differently from Earth. But like Earth, it was home to descendants of the ancient Samarians.
Or something they've ever done this kind of artwork thing in this game.
Peace-loving race. Till the ganglion struck, without a whisper of warning. Their aim was nothing less than to completely eradicate Samar's legacy, and furthermore, to claim the Ares.
The Ares?
How's the Ares come into all this?
I don't know the whole story either. Only... the Ares wasn't something we created ourselves. It came from our forebears. The technology was theirs. All we did was recreate it based on records and relics left behind by ancient Samar.
But that means...
Right. The ganglion are an artificial life form engineered by Samar. And the Ares is one of Samar's creations too. Which makes it easier to understand their motivations.
You think that's why the Vita was pursuing the Ares then?
However, we still have no inkling as to why the ghosts appeared.
I was just getting to that. As our fight against the ganglion drew on, neither side seemed to be gaining any ground. Suddenly, dematerialization struck my homeworld. Then came a third side to the conflict, one hostile to both. Namely, the ghosts. The threat was new and unexpected, and indiscriminate, attacking us and ganglion alike. The fighting grew muddled, and my world, already brought to the brink by war, was now also losing landmass to the DMAT events. The fate of my planet was sealed. And so, the Ares and I were sent with a mission to Earth. If the ganglion survived, they would target you next as our fellow descendants of Samar, the last remaining threat. As for me, I was to gift you Ares tech, spurring your science to hopefully level the playing field. But in the end, I couldn't save the Earth, nor the Ares or the hero.
I'm gonna uplift. Also, if that was her Ares, then who's this hero? And well, we know who the hero is. Well, we know his name, but why is he flying this thing and not her? I'm very curious.
That's right. It may look grim, but we wouldn't even be here if it weren't for you.
Exactly.
Without you, Colonel, none of us would be here talking.
Thank you. Anyway, that's everything I have to share about me and the Ares. The Ares and the ghosts, they're indirectly linked through the ganglion. And whenever ghosts appear, planets die.
You're saying that the Ares is the reason. It's the cause of all this? So we're gonna lose Mira just like Earth? Like your world?
Yes, most likely.
So we know what we gotta do. Right? We gotta get out there and find that Ares. Bada boom!
But wait. Why didn't the pilot just get in contact with us? What's the point of hiding who they are?
Commander Vanda,
What is it?
we detected scales in active combat. 2 units.
They finally come up on Frontier Nav, huh?
Hmm.
This energy's unreal. Ain't your grandpappy skills.
You don't think...
Top order prediction would be an Ares in the Vita.
That saves us some legwork.
Quite. Let's move out.
You might be facing the Vita. I want you all out there.
Yes, sir.
No need to pussyfoot around, but stay frosty, Alma.
Roger. Right now, the way forward is clear. We don't know what's out there, but solving that mystery is the only hope we have.
I am very amused that they create a new story for the game, and the main plot thrust of the story initially is you need to go blow up the super boss killing skill that like every character who's played, every player who's played this game spent so much time creating. You need to go find one and kill it. And if the Ares existing is what's causing all this, then what does that say about me just running around with with one of them? This is interesting. We'll see where this goes. I am very intrigued. I wasn't expecting the plot to go here, honestly. I thought they would go back to the whole mystery of the Lifehold. And the fact that all the data is gone, so we shouldn't exist. Actually, we've gotten a bit in. Probably smart if I save it. All right, what we got? The Vita was not that good when I fought it in combat before. Also, who's driving it? How convenient, they just landed right next to where I was.
That's the Vita, all right.
But who's piloting it?
Oh. Dang.
What the heck was that?
Search me.
Give me some serious heebie-jeebies.
Those were the cores. Get ready.
Okay, I'm assuming this is gonna work like the ghost, and I have to target the course.
It seems the sleeping dogs have risen.
We have beam, armor, head. No, actually, we don't have. Oh, I should start the battle so they actually attack these guys. Not gonna waste my good attacks on these guys, though. They seem to just be doing direct damage to it. Despite all the cores, which I was expecting to have to target individually, but okay. In that case. But I still did like no damage, so. Alright. Half health cutscene. Okay.
Colonel, ghosts! Watch out!
When it rains, it pours.
They're going after the Vita.
Damn. They're wising up. Never thought they'd get the jump on me. My bad. It got the cores.
Are you really Al?
You're still alive? You dog! Where the hell have you been all this time?
All right. Backstory that we didn't know about.
Gang's all here. Plus a few new faces. Neat little sci-fi club.
Huh? What does big man mean?
He's saying he's happy to meet you all.
Wonderful. Spoken like a true mensch.
Sorry I worried you, princess. Let it all out. We earned a big tearful reunion.
Please punch him.
I need to know. Why did the Vita take the cores?
Oh, what? We gonna be all business?
Don't change the subject. Tell us everything.
Fine then. I'll spill. But first, I want to know about you guys. Bet you've got stories to tell too. As for the Ares, can you get it examined?
We can. Let's pause for now. We'll pick it up later. We're putting ourselves at risk by staying here. I'll arrange transport for you and the Ares.
Talk about the cold shoulder.
That's the hero? Alois Bernhold? Him?
You've never met him before?
He'd already been promoted by the time we joined the Colonel's team. So yeah, we weren't introduced. His star had risen too quickly.
He's nothing like they made him look on the government broadcasts. He's just like a normal guy.
Oh, it's him all right, in the flesh.
Hey, this hero stuff, you mean me?
You know it. The great selfless hero who bought humanity a future at the price of his own life. Alois Bernhold. That's you, pal.
Seriously? That's not how I was hoping it'd go.
When it gets out that the hero survived, they'll be dancing in the streets of NLA. People will go nuts.
NLA?
I don't think he likes this idea.
White whale's habitat. That's what we're calling it now.
Right. So it made it after all.
Thanks to a certain hero.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Ah, shucks, cut it out.
Wow, there's a lot of anime-ness in this.
I'm really happy you made it.
The group laughing, that was not a thing in any of the rest of the game.
Wow, though. You guys have been living it up. Hey, how's it poppin'?
Oh, that casual.
You got a lot to learn.
Cut the rook some slack. No one's born knowing your shtick.
No stress. I'll teach you the proper response later. I'm Alois Bernhold. Call me Al. Pleasure.
Here they are.
I said it was very anime. The rest of the game is pretty anime, and that's a normal thing from the Xenoblade series, but this game usually didn't have that to a level that the rest of the franchise did, so it
Let's see what the
feels a little
fuss is
weird.
about this NLA.
We'll just roll with it. Do I need any of that? I don't know, the skull weapons might be good. I guess we'll take that stuff. I need to keep an eye on my inventory. I am pretty close to running out of space because I've been taking stuff from every single battle in this game for the entirety of the existence of my my playthrough here. I kind of have a feeling this act is going to end. Chapter 13 is apparently multiple acts. I don't actually know how many, but this feels like a good stopping point for the act. So maybe we'll get to Act 2 in a little bit after whatever cutscene's about to happen. Today's definitely cutscene city in this game.
Good work. We moved the Ares to the restricted hangar to have it checked out. Now then, since the ghosts decided to give the Vita some lovin', does that mean they consider the Ganglion to be a bigger threat than us?
Ghosts don't have that kind of independence. They swarm whatever happens to be in front of them, like iron filings drawn to a magnet. You can think of them as a force of nature. The conclusion my world's scientists arrived at was this. Ghosts are in essence the universe's corrective system. End quote.
A system? I think I get it. Like animals' instincts. Nature's way of protecting itself. Is it that kind of thing?
And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice. From the four horns of the golden altar which is before God, saying, to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates, and the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of men. Sound familiar? You might have heard it, in some shape or form.
Yeah, that's
some heavy stuff. And coming from you, it sounds all the heavier.
It's from an Earth text passed down on your world since antiquity. When I first read it, it felt to me like a kind of forewarning, a moral teaching from which to learn.
And what, now you think it was a prophecy?
I think it's historical record.
Huh?
Well, suppose the people of the past knew of the existence of such a system.
You're saying ghosts are angels of the apocalypse? Get real.
Then God is real too?
It would align with the facts at hand.
Dang, where did this game go? All of a sudden, jeez.
Before, I would have laughed you right out of town.
Well, either way, if the ghosts are chasing the Ganglion, that's good news for us. If I learn anything else, I'll let you know. For now, rest up.
Will do.
Al, you're going straight to medical.
I'm healthy as a horse, sir.
That's what worries me.
Come on, back me up here.
Stop moaning.
Wow, jeez. Also, completely out of the ordinary for this game. That entire sequence, I wasn't expecting them to go there. It really does feel to me like they're like bringing more Xenoblade in. I don't know that this is actually going to link directly to other games based on what's happening now. This doesn't seem the same for the giant black orbs. But all this sudden religious text, that's just like that is straight out of Tetsuya Takahashi's Xenoblade or Xenogears playbook. So it doesn't surprise me that it's a concept that could come into this game, but this game until now was kept entirely separate from like that kind of mentality. I was not expecting this to be pulled in here. That's kind of interesting. The cat was licking itself when I just...
Got it.
Oh, that was great.
I'll be right there. They want me to stop by the Ares. The technicians want to pick my brain.
If there's anything I can help you with, just give me a shout.
Thanks, Lynn.
Floor down on the death while all these cutscenes are happening.
Can't believe how much you got up and running. I know I was MIA for a good long while, but it's not like you've had years. Honestly, I'm impressed. It's growing on me, this NLA.
Good.
Mind letting go of that grudge already, Princess?
I don't know what you're talking about. What exactly is there for me to hold a grudge over?
Well, since I left you alone for all this time, figured you were sour about it.
Let's see. If only you'd stayed behind with me, I could have had it a whole lot easier than I did.
Is he human and not Mimizome?
Maybe it's obvious since you came
Can't
to us
tell.
from the Air Force. But your piloting skills were a cut above. Anyone could see your promotion would be just a matter of time. So when you left the team so soon after joining, I was happy for you. So if there was one thing I'm sour about, it's that I made you take the Ares. I'm angry at myself for that. When we were leaving Earth, I prioritized directing my team. So when you took the Ares and dove into the heart of the enemy swarm, I couldn't do much to stop you. A mistake. I depended on your skills too much. And so they crowned you a hero, made you the Ares' sole pilot, and you kept on protecting us. Until the day of the battle that ended with us crashing down on Mira and you. Gone. How I regretted it. Forcing the Ares on you. The way that I drove you into taking up the hero's mantle. So much guilt.
You didn't do that. I went charging off on my own. I was like a kid with a new toy, so I should have known better. Nah, I'm no hero. I was just terrified. Scared that I'd lose my place in the world, just like I lost my motherland when I was a kid. I needed the white whale intact. The Ares was just a means to that end.
A means, huh? You know, I'm the same as you then. I lost the planet where I was born, and came to Earth with the Ares, an unwilling companion. But I think that's giving the thing far too little credit. The Ares wasn't just a tool. This Skell was always leading the way, guiding us where we're needed.
Needed? Here?
Yes. I'm glad you came back. Truly.
let's finish the story. But at the moment, I don't know how I feel about all this. Let me see how it resolves, though, before I make a final opinion on the new story. More cutscenes.
Honestly, I'd be so much happier if I was helping to fix up the Ares. But they told me to get out of their way. They were all like, you just stick to your blade duties. How rude is that? Like, dude, I was even on the original Ares maintenance team.
I'm gonna commiserate.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. It's kind of you to say. You know, the first time I met Al...
And then she still talks about
around
it.
the time I got assigned to Elma's team. You've seen what he's like. The others never really got his humor. So he was often all alone, like it or not. But I liked him. He was always kind to me. Maybe it's because he had a younger sister about the same age. They got separated trying to flee their country. Seems it got pretty rough there. He hadn't seen her since then. Al always said that people need a place to belong. Not like a location or some specific address or whatever. It's more somewhere you'd keep coming back to. Somewhere people liked and trusted you. He used to talk about it a lot. I think the place his sister and family were, that's where he felt needed. But then it was taken from him. After that, he decided all of Earth needed him and took to the stars. The belief his family was alive and well somewhere down there, that's what made him decide Earth was worth giving anything to protect. After we lost Earth, the White Whale became Al's home.
So you see, Lynn, that's what makes you part of my big, fat, happy family.
That's how he put it to me once. Hearing that, I'd never felt so happy in my whole life. Now, now I can't do it anymore. I can't just blindly trust Al's kind words. Too much has happened. We've been through too much since then.
That's kind of, I don't know which one I want to choose, actually. I guess we'll support.
You're right. I might have been getting a little too up in my own head there. It'll take time to sort this out. Thanks for letting me ramble. I appreciate it. I feel better at getting that off my chest.
Oh, hi, Lemon. Thank you. It was fantastic, wasn't it? It's like so wildly good.
Roger. It seems Al's done with his checkup now. Time to move.
Are you finally out of cutscene hell? Yes, for now. Literally probably about to go in another cutscene. Oh boy. Also, that voice actress did such an amazing job pretending to be Al. For a second, I was like, I thought that was another character speaking from off screen. I didn't realize that was Lynn just just going with that voice. Cassandra Lee Morris is like fantastic. I haven't played Persona 5, but I've watched enough videos to see how incredible a job she did as Morgana in that game. Right back in the cutscenes. Okay, this really is just like nothing but cutscenes. This chapter is like Xenogears Disc 2. This is wild. We did at least get one fight, I guess, and we'll probably get another. I imagine we have to fight We're probably gonna have to fight the Vita again. I bet. Excuse me.
Boy, oh boy. Really put me through the ringer.
Yeah, well, if you weren't organic, it would have been a lot easier for us, too.
Yeah, that's what I was guessing.
Bingo. Al's no Mim, just good old blood and bones.
You thought all crew members were supposed to be Mims, didn't you? But you see, Al here might just be the chosen one.
The Ares Prime needs a warm body to run.
Guys, does this matter right now?
You're right, but first, it's good to have you back, Al. The hero returns, and with him, our hearts are all uplifted.
Oh boy.
Do me a favor and nix the hero thing. It's weird being put on a pedestal. Anyway, can I get a recap? I've missed a lot of scuttlebutt. I'm like a lost time traveler here.
Certainly. Let me give you the bullet points.
Okay, wow.
Oh.
You guys sure had a rough time while I was away.
All right, then. Now I'd like to ask you some questions. Al, where were you up until now?
To explain that part, I'll need the results of my Skell's analysis. You'll never believe me unless I give you something to back it up.
What are you trying to say?
We've detected a giant energy surge in the vicinity of Sylvalum.
That's how you pronounce that?
No. It's not a pattern we've observed before, sir.
Just one thing after the next here. Put it on screen.
I'm not sure what we were looking at. Okay.
My children will gather on this planet. Heed my voice.
That was an interesting place to end the cutscene. Or are you letting us do another one?
What the? What is that ginormous thing?
And then that voice. Who's Void?
Void.
You know who that is, Elma?
A primordial entity. It was Void who created Ares Prime. And the Ganglion. Their Void spawn too. You could call him their progenitor.
Wait a sec. That's who Luxar meant? His great one?
Oh, they did bring that back around. Okay.
Then the old tales have come to pass. Even the Vita.
Yes, that's Void.
Then he was the one who handed my ass to me?
And that's why he stole the Vita, I would hazard a guess.
But why? Does he want to rally the ganglion and get right back to the killing?
Just so.
Huh.
How the hell did he hear me?
I shall commence a contest in which survival is the prize. The best it will cease to be, as will this world. Indeed, I have borne witness to it innumerable times before. And I will be victor once more. I am he who brings worlds into concord.
What does he mean, Concord?
When he says he's seen this happen before... No. Then Elma's planet... and the Earth?
So this is all part of your grand plan, is it?
The best it must cease to be.
Way to throw down the gauntlet. How about you shut up and get out of my face? And give back Ares' soul!
It really does.
The best it ceased to be.
I don't recall being bested. In fact, as long as I'm standing, I don't plan on being beaten.
You wish to prolong your slow.
You bet. Better say your prayers.
It is good. Such is as life ought to be. A desperate effort to survive. Very well. We will meet at the world's end.
A fight for survival? Again? How much longer do we gotta keep fighting?
No. It's not so simple.
Huh?
Either way, whether we fight or not, this planet is on its way out. Just like my homeworld before it.
What survival means, then, is getting the hell off this rock. That'll be our fight.
We'll have to leave Mira?
Al, please tell me you know of a way for us to do that.
Yeah. The key to leaving is the cores.
The ones the Vita took off with.
Without the cores, humanity... no. All life on this planet is going to die. How are we doing with the Ares? If we're on schedule, the shocking truth should be revealed any minute now.
I'll get an update.
From here on out, it's uncharted territory. Put your thinking caps on. We're headed for the hangar.
So I thought Act 1 was going to end soon, but like plot twist after plot twist. Although now I'm thinking maybe this is set up for Xenoblade Chronicles X 2. Especially they're starting to talk about us getting off of Mira and going to another planet, perhaps. And we know Monolith Soft is working on another game right now. They've been working on another game for some time. And the people that they hired over the last couple of years would not necessarily account for the new content in this game. So rumors on the street is an X2. We don't know that for sure, but that seems sensible as a idea for what they were working on. And I guess here are the plot hooks for it. Maybe, possibly.
I have the technician's report. Here's what it says. The first major thing we discovered through analyzing the Ares is the following. universe in which planet Mira exists, though it might be better to say dimension, is not the only one, as we have now detected several others outside of it. We're talking parallel dimensions.
This might be hard to wrap your heads around, but after the battle that ended with the White Whale crashing, me and the Ares were cast into a space between all those.
The navigational data from the Ares backs up the existence of the place he's talking about. What's more, our previous attempts to find the Lifehold core, and our studies of the floating landmass Volataris, which accompanied Void, have all led us to hypothesize such a possibility. The new data we got from the Ares has helped us tie this all together. It's led us to the truth of the matter.
When Void said that he brought worlds into concord, this is what he was hinting at then?
Based on these findings, we have concluded that the universe that Earth belonged to, and the universe that we're in now with Mira, are in fact completely separate. Plus, we now know that the past universe, at the point of Earth's destruction, disappeared entirely along with it.
The whole universe?
Void's catchphrase, the bested cease to be, this is what he meant. But then, what does this fact tell us?
Let your eyelids droop. This is interesting because there's still no immediate direct connection to the rest of the Xenoblade franchise, but this is tying way more into Xenoblade 3 than I anticipated. And not specifically 3, but like a lot of the backstory behind 1, 2, and 3, which is very interesting. For now, I will deduce.
A+.
I'm very intrigued as to where this is going to go now.
Humanity still endures on Mira. So, we managed to escape the destruction of the Earth's universe and came to this one. We survived. Isn't that proof enough?
That day, the destruction of the universe caused a massive energy displacement. And that's what allowed us to escape to Mira? By luck bordering on the miraculous?
It's just back-of-the-envelope logic based off of old records, but that sounds about right.
So then, if we could produce an amount of energy roughly equal in magnitude, then hypothetically, it just may be possible to escape from this universe as it disappears?
Okay, but is that kind of thing physically achievable? Oh.
That's right. That's where the Ares comes in. Rather, the cores that are the source of its power.
So that's why Void made a beeline straight for it.
Our battle had already begun. You just didn't know it. And hence, that slimy bastard threw the first punch.
Nagi, we'll need a strategy if we're gonna pull through. I mean yesterday.
Quite. I'll reach out to Maurice at once.
Thanks. And we won't be able to make it without help from all the other races. Everyone, your orders. Until we have a strategy in place, attend to your usual duties.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Al, seeing as you're unemployed, I'm conscripting you. Go lend your buddies a hand.
Sounds more like being press-ganged.
Call it what you like. You gotta earn your keep.
Fine, you win.
Well. Oh, we just unlock him instantly. Okay. Interesting. Telling Soul, Hercules Blow. Okay. I gotta level him to get his, I wonder if he actually does offer new abilities. The other two new characters did, so presumably he will as well. And he will probably have a 2-heart affinity quest. I'm not gonna put him in my party. He can sit there and wait until I'm actually trying to level him. All its plating is custom made, so it can't. Yeah, I already have an Ares, so I'm aware of that. Nobody can pilot it but him. Yeah, that's fine. That does mean that if I were to, I see. The part of the addition of him, I think, is actually a hidden quality of life feature, because Definitive Edition added a lot of quality of life improvements to this game, and I feel like this might be one of them. A way to guarantee that by the time you finish the Definitive Edition story, you have a guaranteed like super scale in your party. For the people that haven't gone through the process, like me, who didn't know in advance how to like manually create one. House outfits, of course. So I guess that's I kind of like that, actually. I didn't need that. I've played this game before, so I knew perfectly well what resources I needed to put into to get my Ares Overdrive. Wrong button. Oh, I went off the screen before I can click it. Let's see. Let me check out what that is, actually. Because Legion Overdrive. Increase accuracy and evasion. Okay. That really doesn't matter because I built my areas in a way that I should never need to use Overdrive when I can one-shot stuff. But I was curious. Let's just click through these so they're not lit up. The curse of... Oh, what? There's something else? Oh, what did I miss? I didn't miss anything. Why is it still... Oh, the archives. Okay. Right. Plot summary. Okay. Characters. Just Al. It'll probably add more when I... It'll definitely add more for Void, I'm sure, after I do the next act. Organizations. Ah. This is nice, because that was one of the major things in the original release of this game 10 years ago. Everybody was like, what the hell is up with these things? So it is nice to get some backstory on them. It's not the backstory I expected, but... And keywords, right, the new stuff. This was such a shock to watch because I'm just like those. A major point of the plot of Xenoblade 3 is those things all over the place. Xenoblade 3 is a lot more complicated than that, but just seeing one of those had me like, oh shit. And I have to go back to this screen to just put my mouse on top of them. So that dot is not there. Okay, now we're good. All right, let me save it. I would not be surprised if with him in the party there is now... I don't see anything. Maybe it won't appear until I actually finish Chapter 13 Act 2. Currently, the only quest I have right now is this one, which involves one-shotting that super boss that I can't kill yet. I don't want to have to fight it the proper way, so I'm waiting to do this until I get to a high enough level that my super build will work. Oh, it's here. Okay. I figured he had to have one. Actually, this... He must have a second one, because usually there's another 2-heart one that even the new characters have had like a 2-heart affinity mission, so he's probably going to have 2. We'll worry about that later. For now... Required level 1. Required level 1? Boy, good luck trying to do any of these quests at level 1. Even though story quests are relatively easy, that's dumb. That would be incredibly difficult. I say it's dumb. People do that kind of stuff all the time. I'm just thinking of like the Breath of the Wild runs where people just go straight to Hyrule Castle as soon as the game starts. Yeah, let's go ahead and start Act 2. I have a feeling I might not finish this though, because it took me an hour and a half to do the first act. You know what? Actually, from that point of view, I should maybe not do this. Because I need to end stream right at 6, because I have a lot of stuff I have to do this evening. Most of which is taken up with a Zeldathon stream. So Zeldathon has brought back its off-season shows in the lead up to our Voyage Marathon happening next month. One of those off-season shows is Dungeon Shuffle, a fun little show where the runner plays a randomizer, different randomizer each week. Cass is going to be doing that tonight, along with Zachy and Maeve on commentary. And I'm basically going to be running the stream for them, so I'm going to be pulling in all the feeds from everybody, Cass's game, and putting that up on the Zeldathon channel. And that starts at 8, and I need to get on a call with them at like 7 to make sure all the tech is okay for it. So I wanted to make sure I ended stream at 6, so I had time to like do stuff before I had to get on the phone with them at 7. And if Act 2 is also going to take an hour and a half, then I feel like I might as well not start it now. I might as well wait. So, yeah, let's hold off on that. What I will spend the last 30 minutes doing in that case. First, I'm going to... we actually got to go back to Actually, the frame I have on is probably the right one for this. Well, let me try to take a farm frame. This one might be better for what I'm about to do. Should be fun. All right, so I'll use this one. Actually, with Al in the party, he might do some nonsense anyway. Let's see. Let's add him to the party. I'm gonna level him up, actually. Let's replace Nagi with him. And once he loads in... Wow, it took a while for him to load in. Let me set up fashion gear for him, because I know that's going to be a problem. Specifically, I knew he had a body wear. We don't care about the headpiece. All right, for his... wrong button. Wrong menu option. For his ground gear, I want to have him wear the same stuff that Nagi just had on. Dang, I got a lot of stuff I really gotta clean up this inventory. Cleaning up the inventory is actually kind of annoying in this game. That's one quality of life addition that they didn't really do. They kind of made some adjustments so you can get through here quickly, but actually like deleting everything in the inventory still takes forever. But I wouldn't have this problem if I didn't let it just clutter up like that in the first place. So that is entirely on me. All right, they're good for now. Let's save it. And I want to go to Noctilum, all the way up to the Divine Roosts. We'll go here. The super boss that I would like to one day one shot is out here. I tried my build against it. I mentioned earlier in stream that since I'm 15 levels below this boss, I cannot possibly kill it in one hit. Got relatively close each time I tried. It ended up being 75% damage I would take off in one hit, but then I wouldn't be able to do any more damage after that, so gotta get my character level to like mid 90s, I think, at least. But in the meantime, pull it down a little bit. Let's save it again, because I don't know how this is gonna... I haven't actually tried this with this scale, so let me save it just in case this goes badly. This is literally a scale that's higher in level, so it shouldn't go badly, but I still want to check. Come here, hit that. Nice. Love cockpit time. Okay. Bunch of stuff I don't care about. All right, what did that do for him? This might not work anymore because we're all very high level compared to these enemies, actually. I'm selling all that. I don't need a single bit of that. What is his... Why can't I do that? I guess I could do party instead. Ground gear. No, that's not going to show it. I just got land? How rude. Oh, you just can't be flying. That's so dumb. Oh, that didn't do anything. Okay, this trick worked for every other character who I was trying to max levels out, but I think I'm too high level for this trick to work now, which is unfortunate. All right, from that POV, what I can try instead, let's go back to the barracks. I might have to do online quests actually to level him, which is like the first time I'd have to do this. Let's see, barracks hangar. All right for it. Because my character level is low enough that I'm getting a massive accuracy deficit. So the build that I created to one-shot that boss, it should work when I'm like mid 90s, but right now at 83, it cannot kill a level 99 boss in one hit. Even with like all the accuracy boost I gave both to the Skell, which I'm going to re-equip right now, and with Frontier Nav stuff to boost it a little further. And I even went as far as going for like special weather in Nakulum. None of that works because even though character level generally doesn't matter for anything in this game, there's all the other stats are really significantly more important. Character level and defense generally doesn't really matter. You can get around a lot with it, but it does matter in terms of the deficit, which makes it the accuracy deficit specifically, which tends to be a thing in all the Xenoblade games. So I need to get up to like 95, 96, something like that, to be able to actually do what I want to that boss. All right, I'm gonna try. Right, we want to go to Primordia for this. We're gonna go to Jampath Lake. I want to see how well this works because this boss is higher level than me, and I want to see if Al gets anything for this. He might not. We might just have to be in actual battles, so I'll have to like go find somewhere to fight in. But it would be nice if I could one-shot enemies like I used to go after everybody else and just get his levels up. So I don't know why I'm saving it. I know from experience I don't have the problem anymore that I used to have where I wouldn't one-shot this boss and things might go bad. But reflex. That did work. Okay. He got some class ranks up. Excellent. So I'm not going to do this on stream, but I can farm this guy and we will eventually get Al up that way. Okay, good to know. I have to farm this guy anyway because this is the guy that you want to fight to get your level up at this point. When you're like in the mid 80s and you're trying to get to 90 plus, there's no good way to do that other than farming really high level tyrants like Lucille there. And eventually Farsis inside the bubble in Sovalum. That did his rank up. Well, that's right. That makes sense. Rank increases for this kind of thing. That wouldn't do anything for affinity. We actually have to like fight in combat with him for affinity. So I'll continue to do story and what few side quests are available. And I guess we'll go into probably like some of the high level caves in Cauldros maybe and just fight a lot of enemies, and or some of the online missions, and that will get his affinity up eventually. So but at least I know this will work for rank. For now, I could probably just kill this guy like 2 or 3 more times, and that will max his class rank. So I'm gonna do that really quickly because it's so easy. Having a Skell that can just one-shot everything has made this game ridiculous. I'm gonna start selling all this stuff. Did he even get anything for that? I feel like he didn't. He did, but it was smaller than before. Interesting. Let me try something else then. If he got very little from that, then maybe that just pushed me over to 11 when I was already at 10. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention before. So let me go try the ones in Nakulum again and see what actually happens. I'm not going to switch back to the other machine though. Let's just stay in this one for now. It's easier to kill all those enemies in that room with the other one, except for the tyrant in here with good positioning. But the super weapon that I use with this Skell is also an AoE, so it might also kill these enemies. So let's give it a try. Let's target the tyrant eventually, please. There's so many in here. Oh, just like bypass that guy? Okay, let me. There we go. Oh, cockpit time. Oh, that did hit everybody. Wow, okay. Okay, yeah, no reason to switch back to the old Skell then if I need to farm this guy. Well, I say that, but every time I use a super weapon, it's like 1500 fuel. It's a big fuel waster. So maybe not necessarily a good idea to waste it. This is definitely working for class rank after all, though, so I was wrong. I just wasn't paying attention, and this is still an efficient tactic, which is excellent.
Come on, we gotta get right in their face.
Speaking of which, where's he at now? I come over here, land. I hate that you have to land to look at this menu. 14, okay. Yeah, if I do this like 2-3 more times, that'll work too. Come over here, I can get in. I think this angle will get them all. Yeah, very nice.
Our skills were indisputably superior.
All right, how much should I end with?
Come on, we gotta get right in their face.
15. Okay, that's gonna take a couple more runs. I'm gonna do that off stream because that's kind of boring. I think for now I might just go ahead and end stream 20-ish minutes early. That's a good enough stopping point. And like I was saying earlier, I got a lot of stuff to do, so we'll leave it here. I'm gonna switch to my end stream for now. I say stream every time, I mean end screen. I'm gonna go find somebody to raid. So I will talk really quickly about plans for this week. I need to put my schedule together, so it'll be a bit. I'll post that to Blue Sky once I have it. But unless I miss my guests, this should be a pretty normal week. I don't think I have anything going on really next weekend, so yeah, I'll be able to do my full streams, my usual streams. That said, we are at a point in Xenoblade now where I don't need to stream this game twice a week. I was doing that for the last several weeks because there was so much content in this game, and I was very tired of only streaming once a week and then doing all the side quests currently available to me and then not being able to play the game until I streamed more story on the next stream. So that's why I went to 2 days every week of streaming this. I don't have to do that anymore because we're almost done with the story. So starting next week, I'm going to go back to only 3 streams a week: Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, like I used to do. For now, since we're not actually quite done with Xenoblade story, that's going to be still the usual stream next week then. So Tuesday will be Genshin Impact. Thursday will be Xenoblade again. Might complete it and then, hopefully. And then Saturday, Skies of Arcadia. So can look forward to like a more normal... The original mentality of my streams next week is probably what's going to happen. So, in the meantime, let me look over on Twitch and see who's live. Pop these in chat while I'm doing that. Those are the usual commands. Oh wait, the commands didn't work. Oh no, Nightbot is busted. Nightbot, what are you doing? All right, let me also try and fix that in real time while I'm here. Oh no. Nightbot is in chat. How weird. Okay. That is so weird. Let me see if I can just do those commands manually. That might be an issue with the BitFocus companion. Yeah, let me do this. Let's just do it manually. Yeah, that's an issue with BitFocus. It's not an issue with Nightbot. Nightbot is fine. Okay. There are the commands. I'll be blasting those in chat when we get to where we're going. Feel free to do the same as well. Let's see. Still trying to decide who we're gonna raid though. Oh, you know what? Wait, hold on. I just noticed like 4 different options. I was gonna go one place, but let me try and decide between these 4. You know what? No, let's go with my initial thought. Gamer Symphony UMD, they are streaming right now. That is actually the University of Maryland's Gamer Symphony Orchestra. They were the original, technically. Michelle Ng, also known as Michelle Everbloom, founded that that Gamer Symphony Orchestra when she was attending UMD. They did amazing things for a long time, and they are still going strong now. The WMGSO was actually founded by a bunch of people who went to that university, graduated, and were like, we still want to do this, but we can't do it under the UMD anymore, so let's make our own. So we all love Gamer Symphony UMD over here. and they're currently doing their spring concert right now as we speak. So let's go hang out over there. We'll have more video game concert music going on for everybody. We'll probably have a good time. So thank you everybody for popping in. Really appreciate it. Like I said, my stream schedule next week should be normal, so I'll be back on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern with Genshin Impact. Hopefully see you then. If I don't, though, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Take care.